He knows you by name. You are known, loved, and pursued by Jesus. There's a moment when you sit in silence, and the world quiets around you. And in that stillness, your soul whispers, "Does anyone see me?" And right there, in the quiet, Jesus answers, "Yes. I see you. Not just the surface, but the real you." He sees your story. Every page. The chapters of joy. And the ones written in tears. You may think, "But how could he want me? I've messed up too much." But Jesus doesn't measure you by your failure. He doesn't define you by your past. He sees you through eyes of grace. He knows when you've been rejected. He knows when you've tried to hide the pain. He knows the part of you that nobody else understands. And still, he reaches out and calls you his. The world chases perfection. It demands performance. It rewards the strongest. But Jesus? He sits with the broken. He restores the weary. He speaks life into the hurting. He doesn't push you away. He draws you in. He knows your habits. He knows your wounds. He knows what you've prayed for in secret. And he's not afraid of your mess. He's patient. He's kind. He's faithful. You may feel unworthy of that love. You may feel too far gone. But his love isn't based on your worth. It's based on who he is. And he is love. Pure. Strong. Unchanging. When you doubt your worth, remember the cross. Remember that he chose it. For you. He didn't have to. He could have walked away. But love held him there. Love. For you. You've never been out of his reach. Never beyond his grace. You could run 1,000 miles. And still, he'd be there. Waiting. Arms open. Because that's who he is. A savior who pursues. A shepherd who searches. A friend who stays. In a world full of noise and distraction, his voice still whispers, "You are mine. You are not forgotten. I know your name." Even when you don't feel him, he's near. Even when you don't understand, he's working. Even when you don't believe in yourself, he hasn't given up on you. He collects your tears. He counts your steps. He surrounds your life with mercy. You are not invisible. You are not random. You were created. Intentionally. With purpose. For love. You are not just known. You are wanted. Jesus didn't die for a version of you haven't become yet. He died for the real you. Right here. Right now. And he's still calling. Still loving. Still waiting. So rest in that truth. Let it wash over the fear. Let it silence the shame. Let it anchor your soul. He knows you. He knows you're tired. He knows you're trying. He knows you want to believe again. And he's here. To meet you in the quiet. To hold you in the chaos. To remind you. You are loved. You are his. You are known. He walks with you through the storm. Jesus walks beside us in our pain, storms, and struggles, never leaving us alone. Life doesn't always go as planned. Storms come. Unexpected, uninvited, unrelenting. We lose things we thought we couldn't live without. People walk away. Dreams collapse. Questions rise. And in the middle of the storm, we ask, where is God? The wind howls. The waves rise. And our hearts feel like they'll break. But the truth is this. Jesus never leaves in the storm. He never lets go. He walks through it. With you. He doesn't watch from far away. He steps into the storm. Into your storm. He sees the chaos. He hears the cries. And he comes closer. When the disciples were caught in the wind and waves, they were terrified. And yet, in the middle of their fear, Jesus walked on the water. Toward them. He didn't wait for the storm to stop. He came right through it. Just like he comes to you. Maybe your storm is grief. Or depression. Or fear about the future. Or guilt from your past. Whatever it is. Jesus sees it. And he's not afraid to walk through it with you. He doesn't promise a life without pain. But he does promise his presence. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. He didn't say if you walk through fire. He said when. Because storms will come. But so will he. He walks with you through the hospital room. Through the empty bedroom. Through the courtroom. Through the silence. And even when you can't feel him. He's still there. Sometimes, the greatest miracle isn't that the storm ends, but that your heart finds peace. In the middle of it. Peace that doesn't make sense. Peace that holds you up. When you feel like sinking. That's Jesus. The one who calms the storm with a word. But also the one who holds your hand. Until it passes. He's not disappointed in your fear. He understands your tears. He doesn't say, get stronger. He says, come to me. You don't have to pretend it doesn't hurt. You don't have to carry it alone. You don't have to have it all together. Because he is your strength. When you are weak. He is your anchor. When everything shakes. He is your calm. In the chaos. And when the storm is over. You'll see it. You'll see how he kept you. How he carried you. How he never let you go. Sometimes we grow the most. Not in sunshine. But in the rain. Not in comfort. But in the valley. Because it's there. In the dark. That we discover. He is enough. Even when prayers go unanswered. Even when you feel forgotten. He's still faithful. He's still kind. He's still good. So don't give up in the storm. Don't walk away. Don't lose heart. He's not done. He's not distant. He's not silent. He is Emmanuel, God with us. And he's with you. Right now. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Let his presence cover you. Let the wind pass. Let the storm rage. But you are safe in him. Because he walks with you through the storm. Step by step. Tear by tear. Until peace returns again.